Good morning everyone. Myself Dr. Vishwa Rajlal, Faculty of Biotechnology, Jamshedpur Women's College, Jamshedpur.
Today we will discuss about endocrine systems part 2. In first we have discussed different endocrine glands, hypothalamus, pituitary glands, and now we will discuss about pineal glands, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, thymus gland and adrenal glands. So we are going to start first uh, pineal glands. Pineal glands present on the dorsal surface of diencephalon attached to epithalamus by pineal stalk. Melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone found in all living creatures from algae to human at levels that vary in a diurnal cycle. In higher animals, melatonin is produced by pinealocytes in a pineal gland and also by the retina and GI tract. It is naturally synthesized from the amino acid tryptophan. The pineal gland of fish and amphibians is located near the skin and functions to detect light. In birds, it is located on the brain but still receives direct light stimulus through the skull. In mammals, it is located within the brain and therefore cannot receive light stimulations directly. Light from the eyes stimulates the gland via the optic nerves. Melatonin is produced at night. During the winter, nights are longer, and as a result, the level of melatonin in the blood is higher. The level of melatonin in the blood therefore varies with season and can be used to help animals time events such as when to breed, nest, migrate, etc. These annual cycles are called circadian rhythms. In humans, the glands may be involved in sexual development because it inhibits the functioning of FSH and LH. Next, we come to a thyroid gland. Thyroid glands are located on the either side of larynx and produce hormones like thyroid hormones and calcitonin. Next, actions of thyroid hormones. The effects of thyroid hormones on virtually every cells in the body is manifested in the widespread clinical effects of their legs or axis. Many of the actions of thyroid hormones are mediated by their binding to nuclear receptors that have a preferential affinity for T3. T3 receptors are like all the steroid hormones receptors, membrane of a family of nuclear transcription factors that, in combination with other transcription factors, regulate gene expressions in target cells. Unlike some steroid receptors, that is those of sex steroids and glycocorticoids, thyroid hormones receptors exist in the nucleus, not the cytoplasm, and may remain bound to DNA in the absence of hormone binding. There is also evidence that thyroid hormones can have rapid non-genomic effects on membrane receptors independent of protein synthesis. This include stimulations of sugar transport, Ca2 plus ATPase activity and increase Na plus transport in muscles. The receptors for this effect has not been identified. The clinical signs of intolerance to heat, weight loss and fatigue are tropical symptoms of patients presenting with hyperthyroidism and provide evidence of the metabolic actions of thyroid hormones on their target tissues. In contrast, the hypothyroid patient is intolerant to cold, is lethargic, gain weight and has a cool dry skin. Next, role of calcitonin regulates calcium levels in blood plasma by inhibiting bone breakdown, being hypocalcemic and hypophosphatemic. It checks excess plasma Ca2 plus and phosphate by decreasing mobilizations of Ca2 plus from bones. It also works in conjugation with the PTH, parathormone, to regulate blood calcium level. Next, parathyroid glands. The parathyroid glands are four small glands embedded in posterior surface of the thyroid gland. They secrete parathyroid hormones (PTH), which increase blood levels of Ca2+. Bone tissues acts as a storage reservoir for calcium, and PTH stimulates the removal of calcium from the bone to increase levels in the blood. It increases the kidneys' reabsorptions of Ca2+ so that less is lost in urine. It activates vitamin D, which enhances Ca2+ absorption from food in the gut. Its secretions is regulated by the Ca2+ level in the blood. Next, thymus gland. The thymus grows during childhood but gradually decreases in size after puberty. Lymphocytes that have passed through the thymus are transformed into T cells. Thymus hormones called thymocynes stimulates the development and differentiations of T lymphocytes. They play a role in regulating the immune systems by stimulating other kinds of immune cells as well. Next, adrenal glands. Adrenal glands are located on superior to kidney. Adrenal glands are divided into two regions: adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla. The outer layer of an adrenal gland is the adrenal cortex. It produces three kinds of steroid hormone. These are glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, and small amounts of sex hormones, androgens. The major glycocorticoids is cortisol, and the major mineralocorticoids is aldosterone. Adrenal cortex is divided into three regions on the basis of corticoid secretions. These are: zona glomerulosa secretes mineralocorticoids. Zona fasciculata secretes glycocorticoids. Zona reticularis secretes sex corticoids. Adrenal medulla, derived from ectoderm, is the inner portion of the adrenal glands, consisted of glandular cells called chromaffin cells, which on stimulation by sympathetic system secretes two hormones, adrenaline and noradrenaline. Both epinephrine and norepinephrine are synthesized from the amino acid tyrosine. Secretions of adrenaline occurs more than the noradrenaline. Epinephrine, dopamine, and norepinephrine are collectively known as catecholamines. Next, adrenaline. It is secreted on stimulation by a sympathetic nerve systems for meeting an emergency or stress conditions like injury, pain, fear, accident, grief, fall in blood pressure, etc. Hence called emergency hormone. It increases blood pressures, PMR, and acts as vasodilator. It increases sugar level in the blood by stimulating glycogenolysis in liver and skeletal muscles. The hypersecretions of adrenaline causes hypertension, high level of sugar in the blood and urine, high metabolic rate, nervousness, and sweating, etc. Next, noradrenaline. More or less it resembles adrenaline in its biological effects, except that it operates during normal state exercise. Cortisol. Cortisol raises the level of glucose in the blood by stimulating the liver to produce glucose from stored non-carbohydrate sources such as protein and lipids, and to increase it into the blood. Cortisol reduces swelling by inhibiting the immune systems. Aldosterone. Aldosterone secretions is not under the control of the anterior pituitary. It acts primarily on the kidney to promote absorptions of sodium and excretions of potassium. Increased sodium level contributes to the retention of water and thus increased blood volume. In the absence of aldosterone, sodium is excreted and the lower sodium levels result in decreased blood volume and lower blood pressures. So this is all about endocrine systems: hypothalamus, pituitary glands, pineal glands, thyroid glands, parathyroid gland, thymus glands, and adrenal glands. Thank you.